Hello, people. I am putting in my own sort of quick little, Diablo 4 video here. I know these are very common right now. So, just quickly, my Barbarian here, we are on hardcore, which isn't really that applicable to the beta because there's nothing that can really kill you other than the world boss. And even then, it's only if you're under geared kind of thing. Like if you're getting hit by everything, you can't really die in the beta. There's nothing too difficult. Um, but this is kind of my gear. It's very much a hodgepodge. I don't know if maybe Barbarian doesn't have a lot of variety for legendary powers, but I get a lot of defensive ones. This helmet, which just isn't great, but it just, I don't know. It's just a slightly higher item level. Um, Iron Skin grants Unstoppable, so I am using Iron Skin. I do like Iron Skin as Barb, just for the Unstoppable because of this helmet. This is good too. You heal for life per second for each close enemy, up to 44 life per second. Which, I mean, at a certain point, you just can't die because unless they can one shot you, you're basically ticking up back to full health every second. Um, so gloves in Diablo 4 are going to be very similar to how they have been. They're going to be very much a damage item. So they're going to have, like crit and attack speed and like, what is it? The skill bonuses. So this is one rank of double swing. So I have a double swing. So I am doing like a dual wielding build right now. Um, just with help from these gloves. I haven't upgraded them. Probably should, but I don't know. It's not that big of a deal. Like I said, there's not really any difficult stuff in the beta to really test your build. Um, Basic skills grant damage reduction, so this is a little bit of sort of like some bracers from Diablo 3, but basically your basic skills are just going to give you damage reduction, which that's going to be something that we almost certainly use at higher level. Almost every class, I would assume, something like this at least, as just another kind of flat DR. Um, I've had bad luck with boots. Boots seem weird. They seem kind of slightly weirdly sort of statted. What's the word? Itemized, but these have crit grants move speed. All right, that's cool. I've had this hammer for a long time. I can't seem to replace it. And it's imprinted with the each point of fury gives you next core skill increased damage. Yeah. So I'm doing very much a core skill damage build. So that's why I'm going into like double swing basically. I was doing Hammer of the Ancients. I actually still have a Hammer of the Ancients. Actually, I think I got rid of it finally. And the Hammer of the Ancients build was actually just better. I think it was just better than this build I'm doing. This one is fun for killing elites and kind of just smashing through elites and bosses, but the other one was a lot better at just clearing everything out. But as you can see, I'm doing basic skill damage gems. I was doing the overpower. But basic skill, I'm just doing Frenzy, and Frenzy is just doing big damage with these maces. So these are like the kind of broken beta maces from that the level 35 guy that spawns on the western side of the map. But so this is 463 item power plus 20 with the 4 upgrades. So it's the highest you can get basically. 463 is the highest I've seen. I think there is a stat break at 460 where, as you see here, it says 33% overpower damage. So that 33% at 460 appears at, I believe, at 459. It's going to be down at like 24%. So it jumps up to 33. Well, and that's also a little bit higher because of my upgrade. But the 460 item level and up is another one of those breakpoints. So that's kind of just in terms of gearing as we're going into release. It looks like 460 is another, once you get 460 items, they are going to be more powerful than like a 459. That kind of thing is kind of what I'm seeing from this. This is the same one. It's a lot lower level. It's 417. So you can see the overpower damage, it can roll to 18%. This one it can roll to 30, and I think it adds about 3% because of the item level, the upgrade at the blacksmith there, the plus 20. But it's a big jump, right? So that's a big difference. Finally, my slashing weapon is pretty good. I got strength on it. It's a lot of fucking strength. And then, you know, the skills deal increased damage based on your shit. Core skill damage does, yeah, I don't even use this legendary affix. That's the thing. I actually have been farming and playing a lot, and I'm just not getting legendaries that are kind of applicable to my build. So I think it's just the nature of being low level and not having access to a lot of the legendaries, because you probably have to be higher level. This one is interesting. So Thorns damage dealt has a chance to deal damage to everyone around you. So that's going to be very useful for any type of Thorns build. And then, so this is one of the single best affixes that I'm sure most people have seen. It's the basic skills gain 45% attack speed. That can go up to, I believe it could be 75% on a two-handed weapon. I believe it can go on a two-handed weapon. And, you know, which gives barbarians a big advantage, because that means barbarians are always going to be able to have that, and then they're going to have another big two-handed weapon skill. Because, of course, barbarians, with two-handers, we get to use two 200% power, you know, legendary affixes. So this is an example. This one, the basic skills dealing more attack speed. That's an example of one of those just, you know, bonkers kind of skills that you basically want to have. In terms of what I'm building, I've slowly gotten away from survivability because I'm so far into my hardcore character here that I can't really die anymore. So I'm just doing full frenzy with just 1 point here, just so I can get more fury, because I do use a lot of fury for this build. So I skipped these two. And then a full double swing, and then I have a +1 from items. And I don't get either of these. And then I do want to get Iron Sin just because I am on hardcore. I think, I would probably get Rallying Cry instead if I was more comfortable. Like, that's something I can explore later on, maybe. I'm doing Leap just for movement. And finally, I do like Deathblow. I just like Deathblow, personally. So Deathblow is just a fun ability, and I kind of want to build some kind of Deathblow build when the full game comes out. I haven't found any legendaries related to Deathblow. I think they were probably higher level. And then I just got the attack speed with one-handed weapons. I was using Wrath of the Berserker. It's pretty fun. There's definitely a lot of berserking, sort of talents that work with that. And then Iron Maelstrom, I was using that. Iron Maelstrom is really fun too. That's a great one. And Iron Maelstrom is cool because it balances your three weapons, your three arsenals. So it can actually give you points in them too in terms of the arsenal system. So using Iron Maelstrom will just slowly level all of these. So it's kind of an interesting way, just in that terms, in those terms. We can't get to these. These are cool. You can I'm sure you can look up a thing, look up a guide. The weapon expertise are cool as well. I'm using one-handed maces right now, so I'm getting this. I don't really even have anything that can stun right now, so my build it's not great. It's whatever. It's beta, so we're out here having fun. I have killed the world boss several times on this character. It looks like there's an event. Let's do this event. I have killed the world boss several times. He is deadly, so the world bosses are definitely, a deadly thing that you want to be careful about if you're on hardcore. And again, I'm going to only be playing hardcore mainly. I'm not going to post any videos or anything about softcore because other people do that way better. I think, you know, the point of hardcore is to kind of have that experience of it's, you know, it's a little scary. It's a little bit like, oh God, what's going to happen? So I want to just kind of play a little bit and just, you know, have some footage for people to look at if they want to, because we are about to have a drought of being able to play. So I failed this event before. It doesn't look like anyone else is here, so they are level 30, so it can be a little scary. But mainly what I do is I just build up my fury and then I just double strike. And I'm using Deathblow. Honestly, Deathblow is just fluff. Like, I barely use it. It doesn't even really do as much damage. So slay enemies. Yeah. So I failed this before because I just couldn't get enough enemies to spawn. Whoops. It's just hard by yourself. So this is like an example of one of those world quests kind of thing. That can be a little bit annoying, honestly. Yeah, because like I'm so far behind right now. And like even if I kill this pack, it's not going to be enough. Yeah, like these guys are gonna have to give me a bunch. No. Yeah, so the legions escape. It's like they escape. I mean, anyway, that I don't know. I don't really get it. So it's just one of those things, I guess. I got some gold and some experience, but anyway. That kind of stuff, you know, that's the little things I can fine tune about, like if somebody is alone there, can they make it doable, or is it like it requires, you know, multiplayer, which can just be really annoying. So those are little things that they can work on, see if they need to fix that. But I do want to say, like, just the game itself is just really fun. It's a really just fun game that, you know, I don't really think about playing. I just play kind of thing. I just sort of am enjoying myself. Like, I'm not really thinking about, you know, all the technical parts and trying to make sure everything is working and am I doing a good job, like all that kind of shit. I feel like a lot of gaming these days has devolved into, you know, making sure that you're always doing the best that you can and maximizing your time and, you know, being efficient with your farming. And that's definitely going to be a big part of this game. But I just want to say that I just enjoy it too. Like, I could just do something kind of worthless, and that's what I'm doing right now, because there's nothing in beta to do. It's just kind of for fun and to play the game, see how the game works, you know, just kind of figure out some of the systems. But you're not really supposed to be, you know, pushing or really doing something difficult. So it's more about just kind of seeing the game itself. And in terms of that, I am just really enjoying it. Because I've done the same thing over and over. You know, I would be like level 50 at this point because I've just run this dungeon so many times. This is Mercy's Reach, which is kind of it's an easy, quick run through that gives you good experience. But it also gives really good loot because it has a bunch of guaranteed elite packs, and they are pretty quick to get to. So let's go this way. So, and as you can see, I mean, I am obviously just skipping all the trash here. This will spawn an elite pack. Where is he? He's up here. And boink. Let's just kill him really quick and then move on. So you could get a legendary there. Nice. I'll take a look at that in a moment. Here's another Guy. So this is why I have unstoppable. And kill that guy. Kill that guy. Well, he didn't die, but he'll be dead soon. Okay. So I'm not even going to worry about the little trash. Distant enemies have a chance to be stunned. Yeah, that's cool, dude. I've seen that before. Yeah, we're going to go this way. So this build I'm playing, it's a lot like the Frenzy build in Diablo 3, where I'm just targeting elites and then moving on. You know, the gameplay loop in Diablo 4 is not going to be the same. It's not going to be that you just maybe target elites and then move on to try and finish the objective, the Greater Rift. They do have a lot of, basically, you have to kill everything in the entire dungeon, you know, which a lot of people don't like. You know, I'm on the fence. It's going to depend. It's really going to depend how it ends up playing. You know, if we have to kill everything in the dungeon and I just don't like it, and it ends up being something that, you know, I just kind of get annoyed with, then, you know, we're going to have to think differently about it. But for the moment, you know, I'm not that worried. Everything is, like, everything works so well in the game itself. And, okay, death blow, death blow, death blow. Okay. Yeah, so I don't even use death blow, but it's kind of fun. Got another legendary. It's critical strikes, increase your attack speed. Oh yeah, so that's another cool affix, and I would almost want to put it on probably this one. Critical strikes. Yeah. But that, like, there's a lot of attack speed stuff, as always. You can think a lot about attack speed. There's another cool thing. So like my gloves, you know, they have +1 rank of double swing. So that is going to get really high. The ability to basically have, you know, higher rank of weapons, higher rank of armor. Shit, what am I talking about? Higher rank of ability. I'm trying to play and talk here. So I did fill up. I'm going to just go dump really quick. So gold is actually really well done in this game. I have a pretty good amount of gold right now. I think it's like 400k, or yeah, I just hit 400k. The reason gold is important, you need it to upgrade your armor. And there's also like kind of imprinting aspects, like putting in sockets to gear, things like that. And I'm going to just get rid of that one. This one I'm going to keep, though. So I'm going to head over to the imprinter. But yeah, gold is just a really cool part of the game right now. You know, we hope they don't ever make it so you can buy gold. I mean, I don't think they will, like, to be honest, because that would, it would really fuck with parts of the game. You know, like if you're able to buy if you're able to buy gold from the store, that would fuck with the game. But obviously we are having a kind of an identity crisis right now with what Blizzard is doing. So, and I think that's all I wanted to do, right? Yeah. So I'm going to head back in here. And let's take a look. So I am going to just do the boss here. So I'm going to grab this. So there is one really cool thing that I hope is going to continue into release. There is a mini boss, although he's basically a boss, called Butcher. The Butcher, and if you've played enough, you probably have met him, but he appears in the beta. And he randomly appears during any, basically, dungeon. And are there any elites here? Actually, these guys don't drop loot. I don't care. So Butcher can just appear at any time when you're in a dungeon. And the earliest I've seen him is level 9. I'm actually just going to skip all of this. So this is luckily one of the dungeons that you can just kind of skip through stuff like this way. But yeah, Butcher could be anywhere. You know, he could just appear. It's actually really fun because, especially on hardcore, it makes it like a really kind of interesting thing. But here is the boss. Let's do that. Do that. And then we'll just kill him. So, obviously, that boss just died really quickly. I know a lot of people are going to be posting a lot of, like, wow, look how fast I can kill this boss. You know, it's weird. You know, it's just not relevant at all right now. One of the main things about why it's not relevant, there are, for example, let me show. So, this one. No, this one. Yes. So, injured. So, injured characters. Are people that have less than 35% health. That can be a player or a monster. There's going to be a lot of, you know, kind of execute mechanics. So basically, when you get the boss to 35%, you start doing more damage. Because they do have enrages and shit on bosses in this game, where basically the boss, when he gets to his final phase, I guess you could call it, they start doing like more abilities, they do more damage, you know, they have more lava waves, they do more shit, more things are happening when they're at lower health. So things like injured, dealing increased damage against injured enemies, that's a big deal, like in endgame. I think that I kind of want to do like an execute build, you know, like a death blow related sort of, you know, sort of frenzy type of build. I am going to be playing barb first, I think, and then I might do rogue, and then maybe go into, you know, like necromancer and stuff. But I really want to get deep into barb when the game releases, and just kind of see how that goes. And you know, things like injured, and then there's also healthy. You do increase damage to healthy enemies, which is over 80. So over 80 again for players and monsters is a healthy stat. So you're going to have things like when you're healthy, you get this. You know, you do more damage when you're healthy. You do more damage against healthy enemies. So that basically is sort of the one-shotting thing, where if you have a bunch of kind of medium level trash, if you have damage against healthy, you're going to just wipe them out instantly because you're going to be hitting them at maximum health, and they're going to be dying very quickly. So that's one of the reasons why, you know, I just really would not take a lot of the info we're seeing in terms of like what classes are strong too, you know, heavily right now. I know that some people are releasing tier lists. They're saying like these, you know, this class is kind of doomed. This class is really good. There are some balancing issues, obviously. I expect Blizzard to balance it out. You know, this game was made by a group of gamers, I can tell. There's just a lot of aspects to it that are kind of gamer friendly. I am about to just go kill that level 35 guy. That people have, you know, been talking about a lot. And I just want to focus here. Okay, I was just waiting for him to do that attack. So he does explode, so you want to be careful. So I got some gloves here. Let's see. Ooh. 2 ranks. So yeah, these are cool gloves. So these are 423 level. They have 2 ranks of Hammer of the Ancients. They're really bad. They're not. They did not roll well. But it's just cool to see. So my gloves, you can see they can only roll up to 1 rank of double swing. These can roll from 1 to 2. So either 1 or 2 plus rank to a skill. So you can basically just extrapolate from that, that as we get higher and higher in item power, we're going to be hitting 3 ranks, maybe 4. I mean, at this speed, I would honestly think we're going to hit +5 ranks. You know, if you get the best possible item and then you upgrade it, that kind of thing. You know, that might, I don't know, that might be a thing. We'll have to see. And that's just one of the many kind of gameplay. Frozen effigy. Oh no, Coco died. Yeah, so somebody just died. I don't know who it was. But, oh fuck, this sucks, bro. Let me check this mace. So this is kind of the gameplay loop right now in beta. It's not very exciting. There's really nothing to do. You should really just try different characters and that kind of thing. You know, find the one that you enjoy the most. But I really like Barbarian. Barbarian's getting a lot of hate, you know, a lot of, not hate, but just kind of like it's underpowered. And it's like, yeah, it could be underpowered. We don't know though, because having two-handers, like, it's not even that we have an extra weapon, it's actually an extra two-hander. So we get like 2 more legendary aspects than any other class. So Barbarian is, it's just going to be a slow-moving juggernaut. Like, once it gets going, it's going to be really strong. And, of course, this is what most people are kind of saying about it. So it's really not that big of news. Let's get boots. Direct damage against bleeding enemies, and damaging an enemy with kick resets leap. Yeah, I have seen these same ones over and over, so I don't think there's a lot of variety in beta for some of the aspects. So, but yeah, so Diablo in as a whole, Diablo 4, I'm just super excited. I think it's going to be awesome. Like, what is this island up here? Like, this is going to be some kind of stronghold. The dry steppes, Kyrgyzstan, you know, like, they've got, this is going to be, is that Chaldean maybe? This is Kedbardo, Bardu, okay. Hawazar. So these are level 40. Where's the highest level area? The highest level area is 40 here, and then it's 45 here in Kyrgyzstan. So this is kind of the end game area. And I mean, the whole point of this, like, you can see that they have like a map down here. They're basically saying that the borders, like, look, there's a border, like, there's something down here. That's an expansion. That's all that is. They've already, you know, they've already put in the expansion map, and they're just working on it, I'm sure. So I honestly am just very pleased with the game. It is very expensive. That's a weirdness, you know. They're trying to monetize a massive game that is hopefully going to be a fun game, but they are trying to monetize it, and that's something that we just kind of have to come to terms with. How popular gaming has become. You know, gaming is such a popular hobby now, and it really is just a creative art. It's not like electricity or a human right. You know, gaming is not some kind of you know, human rights abuse to like charge more for it. Like, you can charge more. Like, they can charge more for this game. They could do a battle pass. We just kind of hope that they don't do pay to win. You know, like buying gold. I mean, buying gold would already just be such a travesty. It would honestly kind of just remove a lot of the charm from the game if they allowed you to buy gold.
Anything else?
I'm gonna just disenchant these, or whatever this is called, salvage, and I'm gonna sell this. And I just want to really quick show y'all the re-rolling to spend a little gold here. Because I think I'm done with this character. I'm basically finished. There's nothing really else to do. I randomized his name too. I actually have lost 4 characters, I think. We'll take a look at it here. So, yeah, what you can do is you can re-roll rank of Hammer of the Ancients. So this time it rolled with 1, so +1. So let's see. So when it says +1 there, it says it can do 1 or 2. So it rolled into 1. So that's kind of interesting. Let's do it again. So 1 rank of barb, of rend. Let's do it again. Lucky hit, attack speed. 2 ranks. So I'm back up to 2 ranks of hammer. 10 strength. I'm just looking for more ranks of... I want to see if we can get... So you can see this is a gold sink. This is absolutely a gold sink, and it's the same thing as Diablo 3 was. This is why the buying gold thing, I am worried about that. I'm not worried about really any other pay-to-win aspects. It's just the buying gold. And it's going to be weird because if they're kind of inviting the whole idea of buying gold, then it's just going to normalize botting too, because you know, trading between players to buy and sell gold with real money, that's just not something. Oh, look at that, 2 ranks of double swing, easy game, nice. All right, let's and then I'll show you how to use an item. Can I use... So, bleeding enemies, yeah. Do I have something important? Oh, I do. Yeah. Do I have that? Let me see. So, I just want to show you the imprinting system. Basically, it's like a generational loot system where you get a raw legendary to drop, and then you can use the legendary or extract the aspect. But then when you put that aspect onto another piece of gear, which can be a legendary, so you can replace the legendary affix, or you can put it on a rare and it upgrades it to legendary. Once you put it on, you can't take it off again. So basically, you find a raw legendary, you can suck the legendary out, but then that child of legendary can never be, you know, it basically can't have kids, you know, or whatever. Whatever kind of metaphor you want to use. But these are gloves. Let me see. So damage an enemy, yeah. Twice within 2 seconds creates a dust devil. Yeah, so like this. So as you can tell, these are definitely item level locked. So the aspects are item level. They're based on the item level that you extracted from. So it's a dust devil that does 23 damage. Like, that's a lot of damage. You know, I was like critting for like 7,000 with fucking double swing, right? So that's kind of, that's a little much, right? Each time a core skill does... Let's see, do I have it? I don't think I do. I'll just put something random on it, though. Chance to extend the duration of... let me see, gloves... Yeah, let's just do this. And the aspects are stored in here. Yeah, I'm gonna, you know, let's make a dust devil. Because all this other stuff is whatever. That is on... Oh, no, what? Actually, I'll use this one. Yeah. So let's put these in... you know, obviously you can keep these in here if you want, but I'm a hardcore character, and in case I die, I'm like, well, I want to have my shit. But you can just keep them in there. But if I die, then I would lose all of them. I just want to show you, I'm pretty sure this is a bug. I don't think this is intended, because it would make weird, like you could twink characters this way for like leveling. Twinking meaning you give a low level character a high level item through some kind of abuse of game mechanics. So I'm going to imprint here, put this. So as you can see, it's 423 item level, but it's going to be requires level 15 when I do this. So I'm going to imprint. So now I can wear these gloves, but they are the same gloves. They have 2 ranks of double swing. You know, the physical damage over time, willpower, they suck pretty bad, but I love that double swing, you know, so let's fucking do it. So now my double swing is 7 out of 5. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, that's the imprinting, the aspects. There's a lot of little things. I'm sure people are going to be answering questions. A big thing is the E. When you push E, or whatever it is on console, you can hit customize, and you can click and like put it here. So like, and now I save changes, and now I can click this when I hit E. So just remember that. Scroll of Escape is something that, let me see, I wonder if this guy has respawned yet. He has about a 10-minute respawn timer. I just want to show you Scroll of Escape really quickly. I'm just enjoying this game a lot. That's the thing. I'm just having a good time, and I'm trying to play just a lot before we have a 2-month drought. So that I can just think about it. You know, let it kind of just simmer in my mind. So I am going to lose some damage. Is he here? No, he's not here. So if I was fighting him and I was like, oh shit, I'm dying, I can do Scroll of Escape. And I'm gone. That is only on hardcore. You know, I don't know. I would recommend hardcore. Hardcore is really fun. You should have at least a character to play. Hardcore is just, it's a really enjoyable experience. So I just want to show you my other characters really quickly. How do you see, actually? Actually, I don't think we can see. So let me just, I think it's in-game. You have to go in-game. So apologies here. Let me take a look. Have a little sip. Yeah, I'm looking forward to release. It's going to be awesome. I'm already sold on this game. Obviously, I already bought it. I did pre-order. So Liz, yeah, so Liz died on the world boss. So I got her to 25. I played her for 11 hours. You know, I was going around the world finding stuff. That was my first character. And I was like, oh, world boss time. Let's do it. And I fucking died. So, and I'm at the point now where I know the world boss really well. So there's no way I could die. I have some weird stuff. You know, I have 328. What was my highest item level? 328. Yeah, looks like it. Nice. And then Alive, of course, she died on the world boss. 7 hours. She was only 22, so that's not great. But I will probably play Rogue the rest of the day because I'm kind of done with my Barbarian. Paul Ryan, he died to something. I'm trying to remember. I think it was one of just the big goat men that slams you overhead. And then Dead Guy, he died from Rogue Rack, which you might recognize that. I don't know. I think that might be in Mercy's Reach. But yeah, so I've lost 4 characters already. You know, I am totally prepared to lose more. It's going to be fucking great. Can't wait. Thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all are having a good time in the beta. And I'm going to try and post some more shit. I streamed for like a couple hours today. You can watch that. But it's going to be pretty fun. I'm really looking forward to this game. So I will see y'all there. Bye-bye.